Hey, what's going on, folks? My name is Simon, and you're watching Soundwave TV, transforming your video experience. I hope everybody's having a wonderful New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We got to clear out a little bit of business from the old year first before we can get into this new year. I'm going to do my annual winners list for the year. For all 10 of you that actually watch my channel, I do this every year. Everybody who had an awesome previous 12 months. And look at what they did. All right. Starting off at number 10, Mason Ramsey, the yodeling kid. That might have to be the viral video of the year. The yodeling kid was everywhere. He got in a little too tight cowboy shirt and his cowboy hat and started yodeling in the middle of Walmart. The video went everywhere. He was on Ellen, pretty much every talk show you can think of. I think it was on Good Morning America too. So yeah, and I think he got signed to an actual legit record deal. So look for the yodeling kid coming near you at some point. Number 9. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle. She is locked in. She is America's princess. And I don't think, trying to think, an American-born person becoming royalty since, I'm thinking, Grace Kelly? Grace Kelly, I know she became princess of Monaco. But, yeah, it's like, Meghan had everything just about working against, she was older than Prince Harry. She married to Prince Harry. I think, yeah, William's the older one. She's married older than Prince Harry. She was an actress. She doesn't come from like this aristocracy like a lot of the royals do. And she had been divorced. Born American. And it's like, if they gonna try to sabotage baby girl's chance to get into the royals, because I don't know how they feel about Prince Harry marrying a black girl, but they look happy and they look in love. And I saw the wedding. It's big and it's over the top. I'm a sucker for a good love story. And I don't know all the ins and outs of the royals, but the little bit I've seen, everybody looks happy. There's probably a little bit of, they're saying that Kate and Meghan are bumping heads, but it's like, Meghan's about to be a new mom, and Kate just became a new mom, and I'm sure heavy schedules and hormones. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of bumping heads, but I think everybody looks happy, and she's being credited as the one to bring a modern sensibility to the royals. So, there you go on that. Meghan Markle had a good year. Number 8, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, she ran for Congress. She had knocked the old boy out of the primary, which is a lesson for all of us. Don't get comfortable. Don't think just because you don't won something a bunch of times that your spot is secure. Because somebody's always coming up behind you to take what you have if you're not careful. And I learned that just running for student council things back in the day, middle school and high school. At best, your chance of winning is 50%. But Alexandria, she's kind of worn this working class, very left-wing campaign. And I know she had done well in Queens. I wasn't sure how well she was going to do in the rest of the state of New York. But, I followed that campaign. Even though I'm down here in Georgia and South Carolina, so I can't vote for either way. But I like when somebody, I respect somebody's grind. I respect somebody's hustle. And that's what she did to make sure she had won her office. And it'll be interesting to see what she does as far as legislation going forward. All right. Number 7, Tua Tagovailoa. And I'm pretty sure I butchered that name. Now, he was currently the starting quarterback for the University of Alabama, but he was backing up Jalen Hurts. They were struggling in the middle of that Georgia game for the national championship. Then Nick Saban made the call. switches him out halftime. This is his first starting game ever, and it's for the national championship. And he saved the life of that Alabama kicker, because I believe that kicker had missed a couple field goals and extra points. And the Georgia kicker, they played Georgia for the championship. That Georgia had, their kicker had glasses, like really thick Coke bottle glasses. He was making his kicks. So yes, he's definitely if Alabama had lost that game, I know Jalen Hurts and that kicker probably would have been kicked out of the state. They probably been definitely kicked out of the school. Just, because Alabama folks, they take their football very, very seriously. So he came in and lit it up. And side note, his little brother is in high school. I think he's coming to Alabama. I saw his high school game on ESPN. He lightened it up too. So look out for the Tagovailoa brothers. And sorry if I'm butchering your last name, but Tua, you know that name. All right. Number 6, Pusha T and Drake. Now, they're kind of linked together. Everything they did together was kind of connected. Now, Drake's my boy, but that story of Adidon record, that was hard. That record went hard. Like, oh my God, Drake got a secret, baby, he ain't letting nobody know about. But, and Daytona, I think that's his biggest selling solo record. I don't know if it outsold his work with the Clips, but I definitely know Daytona is his highest debuting as far as sales record as a solo guy. But Drake is a dude, man, because I'm trying to think here what I want to say. Like, you just can't knock him down, because even though with everybody saying he took an L, he took a loss, but here's the thing. His record went number 1. Kiki or You're Riding, In My Feelings was the biggest thing on the radio. Biggest thing, as far as viral challenges. So, yeah. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, just like, you just can't, it's like, you beef with Drake and it just somehow ends up making him bigger than what he was. That's the point I'm trying to make. All right. Jeffrey Owens, number 5. The Elvin Hive is strong. I didn't realize there were that many fans of Elvin in The Cosby Show, because there was a photo of him bagging groceries, and everybody came quick to support him. And I was like, I guess because it was on Fox News, I guess Fox News, people don't like Fox News talking smack about a black man or whatever. But I was like, dude, you were on The Cosby Show, you went to Yale, how are you bagging groceries? But Tyler Perry wants to work with him now, so he's going to get some new acting credits. My whole thing is like, you could have been at least working the lecture circuit, but then again, maybe he just likes working retail. Some people are really good at retail. I know a guy at my college back in the day, he had a master's degree in English, but he was really good at cooking. He liked cooking, so that's why he got him a job in the kitchen. So necessarily what you're educated for is not necessarily what you could put your career in. So there you go on that. All right. Number 4, underdogs in sports. I think underdogs had a really good year, 2018. Central Florida winning the Peach Bowl over the heavily favored Auburn team. And everybody say, oh, they can't win, they don't play anybody. And not only did they come out victorious over Auburn, they pretty much steamrolled through all their competition for another conference championship. So there you go. We had the best NCAA tournament, at least since I've been watching, and we had a number 1 seed, Virginia, lose to a number 16 seed, University of Maryland, Baltimore County. The Golden Retrievers. Every dog has their day. I'm thinking, wow, this actually happened. A 16 seed beat a 1 seed. And that whole tournament was good to watch. Nevada played some good games, and Loyola Chicago, the Ramblers, we love Sister Jean. Sister Jean is their chaplain, and she prays with the guys every time before they play a game, and they wear those crazy Gryffindor scars. So yeah, that was good. That was a fun tournament to watch, and I'll be interested to see what happens this year coming up. Philadelphia Eagles. They weren't supposed to beat Tom Brady. Tom Brady was supposed to have another Super Bowl, but they dropped 41 on the Golden Boy. And Nick Foles, this guy who had been like a career backup, he comes in. Carson Wentz is injured, but he comes in and lights it up during the playoffs. So nobody thought Philadelphia could do it, and they got their first ever championship. So there you go, the Eagles. Now, number 3, I got Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Now, they had 2 of the biggest rap albums to come out this past year. You got Nicki Minaj had Queen, came in number 2, another top 5 album for somebody considering how deep she is in her career. Invasion of Privacy did huge numbers. And I hate to see them go back and forth with each other because you have so few women who are able to succeed in this art form. So you hate seeing them go back and forth at each other. But, yeah, they both had really big years. Of course, everybody remembers To Freedom! That was a big meme to come from Nicki Minaj on Queen Radio. And she just rants and goes off. And I like Nicki as a content creator, as a radio personality. Maybe that's her next venue if music doesn't go, the way she wants it to go. But I definitely think Cardi B and Nicki Minaj had big years. Number 2, Marvel. Marvel had an awesome year. I mean, it was pretty much. PS4 might have had the biggest game of the year with Spider-Man. Of course, Black Panther. Everybody was doing the Wakanda salute, Wakanda forever. Everybody had their African gear. All the little kids were into Black Panther more than I thought they would be. I guess Black Panther is a very tricky fighter, and I did a whole video about about what I thought about Black Panther, but did huge numbers. Infinity War came out and was just might be the biggest sci-fi, might be the best sci-fi movie ever, and I think it dethroned Empire Strikes Back because people left the theater. They had the questions and the feelings that people normally associated with, what is it? With Empire. Infinity War had the impact that I thought Last Jedi was going to have. But there you go. And Into the Spider-Verse. A late entry into the movie year, but definitely had a good vibe. I love seeing a Miles Morales origin story and seeing all the Spider-Men from the different universes use their different abilities to try to get back home. If you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, go see Into the Spider-Verse. And who do I think had the best year? I think it's the city of Philadelphia. Philly had an awesome year. Of course, the Eagles win the Super Bowl. You have Villanova winning another championship. Creed 2 doing big numbers, extending the Rocky franchise. Rocky's become that ever enduring symbol of Philadelphia. And Meek Mill, the comeback kid. Remember where Meek Mill was 2 years ago? He was getting clowned on Twitter by Denny's. You got Nicki Minaj left him, and then he was going to jail, but he's out of jail. Everybody's celebrating. He's got maybe one of the top albums of the year with championships. Again, championships. Philly wins. Villanova wins. He's from Philly. See what he did there? And he sort of rebranded himself as sort of this civil rights activist, you know, talking about jail reform and sentencing reform. So definitely to see where he was 2 years ago, to see where he is now, Meek Mill, the comeback kid, definitely somebody to watch going forward. Well, that's who everybody I thought had an awesome 2018. Who do you think had a good 2018? Put it in the comments down below. Subscribe to this channel and ring that notification bell to find out about future videos. Until next time, this is Soundwave signing off. Peace.